Guys, what's going on? People online me and big lies say, you, but I hope you make it, and on different apps. And the enemy has been lying and causing confusion and bad behavior. I talk to people in LA. I talk to people in California, and everybody say, I hope you make it. But when you dealing with everybody that don't want to let your voice get heard, and they put yellow breeze in him, I'm not doing business with this man. He's a threat to God, man. Everybody that's involved in this situation, Boosie, he's a liar, man. He's a liar, but Boosie think he the only one that can conversate and interact with people and be real. He the only one that think he can do that and connect with people, man. I've been connected on this thing since I was in Atlanta. And he act like he the only one that can connect with people and lie about it as an artist. Come on, guys. If I get on here and I connect with everybody and keep connecting, and we're going to do it in a few minutes, we're going to start a thing, and we're going to connect with each other, right? Now, I'm going to get back on here today, and we're going to connect. I've been on this thing since 2019. I talked to some good people and some bad people that just went off. But if you think about the good people that you talk to, that can be the most greatest thing. I was on UP Live, and Hot Boy Twerk was on UP Live, and I talked to a girl in Tennessee. She worked at Amazon. She worked at Amazon. And me and her had a great conversation. But if me and the female talking and we growing that bond with each other, that friendly bond, that female bond with each other, and Boosie allowed to cause conflict as an artist, and he the only one that can make it, that's not right. That's a black liar, man. He trying to stop other people connection because he think he the only one that can have bonds and go through stuff. And that's lies, man. He can't be the only, like, we got to show people that's everybody be listened to and be able to be heard without conflict and lie and racism. None of the people I talked to on Live Me felt like we talked about spiritual sides opening. Like, we agreed with it on Live Me and Big Lie, but if this man is allowed to keep lying as an artist, and Jay Prince and Boosie and all the rest of Dallas are lying to keep lying as. I talk to people in New York. I talk to people in Queens, Chicago, Brooklyn. Girl, not just about music. It's about pictures. I talk to people with that guy named Callan. He acted up, man. He fake. Because after everybody telling me I hope I make it, and this girl on YouTube, she talking about, oh, Hubert. She trying to get money for saying stuff and being racist because she a black woman. And she think, oh, I told you I was going to the bed. Boosie lying. So Boosie trying to ruin your career. Boosie don't want me to leave him. I was busy trying to set up a payroll for everybody in the UK. But this man gonna lie because he's selfish. People in the UK, I talked to a lot of people in the UK, LA, California. But this man, like he the only one who can make it. And he's lying on God, man. He's lying. Nobody wants to deal with somebody like that, man. Nobody don't want to be in the presence of somebody like that, man. And nobody want to be in the presence. He playing the calm because nobody's not getting to his behavior. And that's the difference of file manipulation. And I just got somebody for tampering with things. For tampering with it. For another $30 million for tampering when lying as a racist black man. As a society as black. And I'm not doing no business with this man. That man needs some help, man. He needs some help. He needs some help, man. He's lying out of his teeth. And they continue to let this go on, man. They was there, man. They know about it. Ask the Andrew governor. Ask them about what's going on. They know about everybody's little moves, their little behavior. They know about it, man. Why should I have to put up with a lying behavior from artists, man? And Trap Boy and Freddie talking about he didn't do nothing, man. Go ahead with that lying shit, man. Go ahead with that lying behavior. You lying on your name, nigga. Go ahead with that, man. Go ahead with that, man. Go ahead with that. Give me my money, nigga. I ain't trying to talk, man. I ain't trying to reason with a brother. And Drake said, you know, God said, I did this for us right now. But you don't know what you done did. But it's conflict, man. It's conflict. He think he know everything. See, when BG say something about, I'm a teacher in the game, but he don't know somebody gave me a thing about the behavior, because we know what people was capable of. We know what Boosie was capable of. I'm the one that told him to whisper through the prison that Boosie was lying. I'm the one that asked a favor to whisper through the prison to tell BG that, you know, but niggas sitting up there lying, man, lying on their thing, man. Nobody wants to deal with a man like that, man. I don't want to even do business with you, man. But let me tell you something. I put this on everything. The Bible itself. I had a dream about Boosie dad. He came up to me. He was working. He had braids. He was just the same color as Boosie. And he's working in the yard. And he gave me a word of advice from fathers and fathers of generations. He gave me some advice. I never met his dad. I heard him talk about his dad ever in his life. And why should I'm not lying to you. If I was in front of that courtroom right now with that Bible, I would look Boosie straight in his eye and tell him that your dad was working on the yard. He was working in the grass. He was working in the plants. And he got outside, and I'm walking out the sidewalk looking at the houses. And he gave me a word of advice from fathers beyond fathers' generations. It's hard to say, guys. It's hard to say. But he say he's lying, man. He's lying. For number one, this all started about the Social Security, me going to my local office. And that, you know, my local office got when I kept calling 100 times about the neglect and abuse in Atlanta and my office was doing, I finally got to a good person in Washington, D.C. And she heard me and she said, you reach out to the U.S. Congressman. They was laughing and taunting and doing all of these things. And my local office was treating me bad. And let me tell you when I went back and all this was going on in the Social Security, because I'm getting reinstated. I'm getting an evaluation did, and I'm getting other things did. And one day, they told me to drop a letter off. I come with a letter about the workers' behavior and the security guard. So I dropped the letter off. So I started talking about how I kept calling and I kept talking to somebody. Everybody kept hand up in my face, not wanting to hear me, laughing. One guy laughed, and one lady said, sue us if you want. And I kept doing, and I talked to a lady that was very great in Washington. And she told me to reach out to Miss Nancy Pelosi and everybody. And when I went back to my local office, and I sat in that middle, it's me and this girl that was she wanted to be a caseworker for Social Security. And I told her, you know, when you keep calling, you talk to somebody in Washington, right? Everybody started, the workers and the security guards started panicking. Started panicking because when you try to fight for something and people treat you bad and neglect and abuse you and mistreat you and mishandle you and not do their job, and they get mad and they panicking. Look how they look at the left and right. If I get them, we go in the courtroom with Senator Ted, and we get in the courtroom and we look at this stuff. Look at Miss Lee. Look at the workers. And this guy treat me bad. You know what this guy, he on the wall said, when I'm getting treated bad by the worker, and he posted up on the wall at the Social Security, and I caught him out. He said, "What a bitch, damn!" And he's trying to arrest me for a worker neglect and abuse. I talked to people in Chicago, in New York, and Detroit about this, and everybody got the same problem here or what's going on in that format. Detroit, everybody got this with the Social Security. You know, man, like it's a problem. Like I'm going to the local office and I know, man, I'm dropping letter off. And let me tell you, when I was at my local office and I did what the call center told me to do, the guy and the worker, the Mexican, I saw him in the car. He don't even know me. That I saw him in the car when I was driving by or walking by. I think I was in the car, and he looked at me. The Mexican worker at Social Security. And he looked at me like, okay, like you're doing what you're doing and you're behaving yourself wrongly. And they looked at me the whole time at my Social Security office. And when I dropped that, because I was just supposed to drop it off in the box and do what I was told to do. And I wanted to talk to them, but it was taking to the behavior was getting worse. So what I did what the guy told me, and they got the letter, the black guy, now they want to listen. The black security guard and the Mexican worker, looked at me looking at the letter. If you giving me eye contact, God said, well, if you giving me eye contact, why you just didn't call me up that whole time and ask? I'm with my little nephew. Why you just didn't give me eye contact? Like, they gave me eye contact when we stared at each other for 30 minutes. And look, he know what he said on that phone. He a liar. I called, man. He know what he said on that phone. And BG gonna say they're using me, but he act like he can only one that can fight for something when veterans are getting treated bad at downtown Atlanta, man, because of Boosie. I told that guy in Winter D that, and everybody in Atlanta that did me wrong at the call center at the Social Security, they were not going to get away telling me go shut up and sit down. No, man. You be nice and be respectful. And they talking about people in that office, man. They need some help, man. That lady said, so if you want, cut the check then. Cut the check then. You don't want to listen, you want to hang up. Let me tell you, our government want information, but they don't want to hear things out. They don't want to hear nothing out. Let me tell you something. I was supposed to go up there, and I had to leave because my baby mama needed me, and I called the call center, and I'm like, hold up, she's not responsible after she had the baby, and I'm calling up there, right? And I called up there and I canceled it, okay? And I already know I was coming back already, but let me tell you what I told my local office. And I told everybody, I never promised them that I was coming back. But I told James this. James, while I'm down there, I'm going to go to every Walmart in Atlanta and figure out. He rolled his eyes when I told him that I was going to go to Walmart and figure out the personalities in Atlanta to see where do I fit in the chemistry of me if I do decide to stay out there in Atlanta. Where do I fit in at? And I went to about 8, 10, 15 Walmarts. And I try to figure it out. Like, hold up, I'm talking to everybody. I'm going in the back room. I'm interacting with the people in the back room. I'm interacting with the people that's on capped, like that's on that situation at work. And I'm having comments. Some things I liked it, and some things I didn't like. When I was working at 297, before I left Texas to go to Atlanta, and I had problems at Walmart, and I had problems because of I told him I was gonna call the corporate office. She said, "Hold up, hold up." Now I'm like, if y'all gonna treat me bad, before they even hire me, and I was arguing with them at 2996 in 2019 before all this got. They didn't even want to hire me back, guys. Oh, we gonna Miss Shy, my Ashley, one of my I work with her. She know my mom, and Ashley, she kept trying to get me to come back because Kroger's. I didn't like the way the Kroger's manager was acting, and the way he was acting and behaving himself. So I didn't take the job. He come in there intimidating me while I was working in 2018 at Kroger's over there on Marshall and Frankfurt. Because I know a guy that I work with at 1216. He do music. He a cart pusher, and he do music. And man, like his music is hot in South Dallas. His man and me and him when I was on the interview in Kroger's, he telling me about his music, but I was also telling him about live me and how to connect with people, right? But also I'm gonna tell you the main thing I was doing in this format, and I was doing Um, oh, you don't, the New Orleans girl that from my city in 2996, oh, talking about you don't tell something's wrong with that? No, because they didn't want to hire me back. I left Walmart too many times. I'm not the problem here. And it's going to show right again. And I'm going to tell that person, that Walmart employee in New Orleans. And I'm going to tell it when I tell it. God say, I'm standing outside the deli. And we're going to talk about this. I'm standing outside the deli and I'm in the produce department. I'm in the produce and I'm looking at the employees from the outside. And I say out loud, I say Jessica should think before she hire people. And the customer just sneaks and say, Hubert, you right, because we looking at the mindset of an employee and at the spirit of an employee and the mindset of jealousy behavior, vindictive behavior. And this girl gonna get mad. How you gonna get your? I'm fighting for what I want. What you fighting for? As a woman, as a black woman coming in, and she's an employee. As a black woman, you up there get mad and taking dudes' sides, man. I'm like, hold up, man. I'm fighting for what I want. I'm fighting the right to choose to make it and do what I do without conflict from others. And this lady, no, man, go ahead with that fake stuff, man. Nobody have time for that, man. The customer even said that, like, we looking at the mindsets of the employees and we looking at that. And if Jessica manager say, oh, you say I ain't friendly with everybody. Oh, it's my job to talk to people and be interactive with people. And while I'm on that clock, that's what selling the product is. No matter what position you is, you help that customer. I don't care if I'm walking around and I'm on break. I help my friend out in the milk department. Where he at? Like if he ain't there, if he doing something else, I'm gonna go look in the back and go. Even though I'm in the deli or in the maintenance, I'm gonna go ask for help. Can I go find this product for you? Like, and that's the concept of you talking to what you need to talk to. So we looking at the mindset of an employee. And when I was on the script, I was getting intimidated by another Mexican because I'm doing, oh, you doing other people's job, you make me sick. I say, hold up, man. I'm doing what I'm told to do and you causing problems. That's what the conflict on the job here. You know when you go to work and you have negativity, and like one person gonna talk about in produce, he in produce, and he gonna talk about they got to start getting rid of people. And I told him they ain't gonna get rid of me. How you think that? Cause I'm there every day. You'll see. I'm like, hold up for a second. You got that type of mindset that you bring in? And those things, like in those things, in those formats, so we are dealing with that thing. The contract is already signed, guys. There ain't nothing we can do about what's going on. But the CEOs got to keep their promise and make things happen and not do what need to be done. And that's stuff for the business side, because I didn't already talked about the ideas. But it's conflict talking about somebody holding secrets and nobody not holding a damn thing. Family, anybody, nobody got time for all of this behavior stuff that's going on. When I'm dealing with society parents. And people try to manipulate the community races, but when you got other people in other communities, in other states, I'm welcome to your family, employees, customers, everybody that's on that Instagram. Come on, Hubert. Even the CEOs. We are doing more than what we should do in that format, right? Like, right? But if I don't keep my word in conflict, and if I don't keep my word, and if they don't keep their word, what they showing America? That dream don't actually come true? That America can't stand by their word? And God say that you can't stand by your word as a human, as a society, as an America, as a Walmart corporation? God said, can you keep your word? That's what we want to know. But the American people can lie and God can know it when they break their word to God. But let me tell you, if Judge Kennedy thinks she's not going to be removed, think again. If the prosecutor think they're not going to lose a job, think again. No way in heck you getting away from this. No way in heck you can forget that. And if you do something you're supposed to do, that is treason of racism. And I already asked for Governor Abbott arrest and the mayor and everybody in that courtroom. And I say, Joe Biden, spare no one. Everybody need to be put to death. The prosecutors, no. So when we dealing with, let me tell you, Trump had a choice. And Trump took the races of society, and this is black and white narcissist behavior. We are looking at different mindsets of narcissist behavior. And this is not just about one color. Here, let's stop what's going on here, and let's attack the issues in our society, parents. Oh, this is about different mindset problems and different people with tactic mindset to throw somebody off because how they feel of somebody on the work and not let them grow. And this lady, I want to push her like that. So when we are dealing with those things, you know, and these ladies up there, you need to get over yourself, man. And those things is a big understanding with those things, right? But the concept of those things is the avenue of around it. But at Walmart don't keep think the contract up, but Bush is trying to destroy that with black racism lies is going on, guys. Look at the man. Look at the lies he telling. Yeah, y'all gonna actually believe something, and this man don't have all the facts. And they need to stop that guy. Come on, man. Go ahead with that. You don't know what you're talking about. Me and Sabina made promise to each other a long time ago. A long time ago. A long time ago. That we would cross paths with each other. Everybody want to speak on our relationship and have no business on. We know it was gonna be a journey. We already know this guy talking. You ever been in a relationship where no, it's not that what you talking about. Me and Sabina communicate off of music. And we both know as a kid, and I want this guy to know because I'm attacking him in this one. Sabina told me when I got this tattoo. I didn't tell my mom when I was 17, blah, 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 blah. And she told me to wait till we got older to get it, to be together. They know nothing. It's the different playing game that's going on here. And when Sabina mom and dad came to me in 2019, bam. Sabina wouldn't. Let me tell you something. Sabina went against her mama, and we stayed together for all of that time. And there was a reason. There's a reason why she broke up with me. It's not what you think it is. Y'all manipulation tactics is gonna get y'all in trouble. To try to get between a girl, y'all manipulation tactics is gonna really get y'all in trouble, man. Y'all men with y'all manipulating tactics, y'all bad misconduct. You know nothing about me and Sabina's relationships. You know nothing about us. Cause how can you speak on something and you know nothing about? We both said we was gonna wait. We both had time to make love when we was kid on the sofa at Mirza's house, but we both said we was gonna wait because we didn't want nobody to interrupt us being together. We said that both on the sofa. I don't got time for it. When parents think different, and we have feelings for each other, and it's the way the parents. I don't have time. I'm a teenager. She's a teen. Okay, I don't have time for opinions, dude. You got a lot of manipulation tactics. You got to watch out for these dudes. You know nothing about my friendship with Chris Clark or anybody. Me and her made a promise to each other a long time. We communicated off of music. One day we would cross paths. And if her dad tell me something, I have to know it is and be happy and know it is for my best reasons. Mirza is jealous, man. Nobody ever got time for that, man. But she called me after she do this. Man, nobody got time for that manipulation tactics in which you're trying to use. Kids don't know nothing about how me and Sabina came together. Go ahead with that. We both know it was going to be hard. You know nothing about Mirza manipulated friends on Facebook. About 8 years ago. 8 years ago. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm sitting at the house and we're recording. And Mirza got his cell phone and somebody texts and said, you uses everybody, right? I'm looking at the camera and he tossed the phone to see his spiritual behavior. I've been catching on to his spiritual behavior. Even when me and Christina was talking and he get mad, man. And he's getting mad in the way that he understanding. Like when me and Summer, we in the house, in his house together, and we looking at each other. We giving each other eye contact. And he looking jealous in a way. It's about the mindset and the spirit that you got to watch for out of a person. I've been catching on to a lot of things. I only allow it. You can only do what you want to let a person allow. And I caught up with a lot of stuff. I put up with a lot of bull crap. And I told him, like, I'm not sacrificing my happiness. But Sabina calling me to clean up his mess. Stop with your manipulating tactic, guy. Stop it, man. Stop with your manipulating tactics. Stop it. You don't know nothing about my relationship. Stop. Other men are trying to find different tactics, a mindset to get to you because they got a motive. So if I'm waiting and it's being a dad and mama tell me something, this is gonna happen. If it do happen, it's gonna be without me. I think it's gonna be me and her mom and her dad talking. It's not gonna. And I told her when she want me to leave her alone, I have to leave her cousin alone too. And she gotta respect that. Mirza did something he was not supposed to do in Dallas. Listening to this girl. And people expect, I'm not out to give them no girl. You got a different manipulation tactics what's going on here. You have a different manipulation tactics. Stop, man. Stop with your manipulation tactics, bro. Because if other people gonna believe you, you're a manipulator. Your mind are playing with the games which you know nothing of. I know what's something bad for me, and I know what's something's good for me. And I know when to walk away when things are things. With that, we was only going to see each other. That mean when her dad told me that mean it's not over yet. You're using different tactics. Let me tell you something. If they erase our history, the only history shit is this, that God and we love each other. What history are you talking about? That Trump talk about something? Because if we just put God love everywhere and whatever and culture, what's the sense for that when we trying to understand God? Why not bring God love in full force in any other culture and bring God love? It's different manipulation tactics these dudes are doing. And he's not learning his lesson, man. You're using manipulation tactics. Stop, man. What is your problem? Stop it with your vindictive mindset. These kids, these young dudes, y'all women better catch on to game. It's the manipulation tactics to get to a woman, to understand a woman. It's, whatever that is. You know nothing about my relationship. But she not out to call me for behind me. It's just behavior, man. No, if she gonna call me, the only time we gonna call and we gonna get, she haven't called me back. If not, I'm not trying to talk, man. I'm not trying to talk. I'm not trying to talk at all, man. So when I tell my ex, bro, and this girl talking about bros before, Mom, you got a problem, man. I know what your motive is, and no, this is me and her was in this relationship before him, and he talking about stuff he had no business talking about when it comes to Hubert and everything.